Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sumesh, huh?
Yes, sir.
Please relax. And tell me something about which place you are. You are from Ruchikhan,
Yes, sir. Ruchikhan, Lucknow.
Lucknow, Sharda Nagar.
Yes, sir.
Is it your native place or you are staying here?
Sir, it is my native place since 2003. Since 2005, sorry, sir.
2005. You have been here.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you belong to which place?
Sir, Azamgarh, that is my birthplace, sir.
Tell me something about Azamgarh.
Sir, about Azamgarh. Sir,
Yeah. Go ahead.
sir, about Azamgarh, recently a national highway has been constructed through it, and my village is just across the national highway, and the name of my village is Daswa Khas, which is also known as Jameen Dasaw, and there is a famous market around there which is also known as Basgaon, and that's also.
What is it famous for?
Sir, it is sir, actually Daswa Khas isn't famous for
No, Azamgarh as a whole, because a village may not be so famous, but a place could be famous.
yes, sir. Sir, there is a sorry, sir. There is a mode of making pots and the architecture of pots, and it is famous for that purpose that world's best pots are crafted there, and they are also.
Pot of what type?
Sir, it can be a flower keeping pot, it can be a water keeping pot, and many types of pots, sir.
So it's a cottage industry kind of a thing.
Yes, sir, but it is on a small scale and there hasn't been much development in it.
And how often do you go to your village?
Sir, once or twice a year.
Once or twice a year. And tell me something about Ruchikhan.
Sir, about Ruchikhan, recently a new electric plant has been inducted in our locality, and there was a drainage system problem earlier, but it has been solved by making sewage treatment systems in our locality also, and many municipality workers came and they just repaired the road. That's also.
Okay, Sumesh. Now I'll ask you a few questions about. You are comfortable.
Yes.
The first thing is about your family. Tell me more about your family. Your father, what does he do? Your mother, your brother, as I can see, you have one brother.
Yes, sir.
And what is the kind of environment in the house? What is your relationship with your father, with your mother, and with your brother? How do you all spend time together? And who is that one person in the family who you are closest? And how do you help your parents in various household works?
Sir, starting from my father. Sir, my father has done his LLB from Azamgarh, but currently he is a religious teacher in Lucknow. A religious teacher is an astrologer, a horoscope, and the pujas that he does. And my mother, she has done her BA from a Sanskrit college in Azamgarh. And my brother is who is an elder brother. He is currently pursuing his BSc from Krishna Public College, that is near Barabanki. And so the environment of my family is very affable, and and we spend time together mostly at the dinner time, because that is when our father is home mostly times, And in the morning also we get up early by 5 or 6, so we just spend time together by playing music and doing sometimes we also do exercises together. So that is how we spend time. And when we go to village, that is also one pleasure time that we spend together. Next, talking about whom am I closest to? So, sir, I am closest to my mother because most of the time, my mother is most of the time I'm interacted. I interact to my mother, and she and I obviously share most of my things to her.
And how is your relationship with your father?
Some relationship with my father is very good, sir. There has been and sir, recent also, my father just appreciated me for clearing NDA, so he was very happy. And I'm sorry, sir, that I forgot the question about the household works. So, sir, when it was lockdown, sir, so I used to do all the sir, permission to switch in Hindi. Sir, in lockdown, pocha and jhadu of the complete house was my responsibility. So I did it for complete 1.5 months. After that, my mother switched it half in my brother and me. And now, since I have cleared my NDA, so I started exercising. So I don't get that much time, but still I clear my almiras and I wash my clothes. So that's how I help my mother in my household in household activities. And also for my father, I maintain his clothes from I maintain his clothes in his almiras.
Have you seen a movie called Karate Kid?
Sir,
There's a movie called Karate Kid. In that, the first exercise he makes him do is clearing the glasses of the car. So he says, do 10,000 times this, 10,000 times this. So your arms will become strong. And there was a very famous Spanish player by name Manuel Orantes, and he had very strong backhand. So what he used to do, he used to take 1,000 buckets of water, used to throw like this. So exercises.
yes, sir.
Is
That plays
that you can do.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's a suggestion. Okay, do you? Your father is a astrologer and so do you know some Sanskrit or something?
Yes, sir. Some mantras that must be required in small pujas in Navrat, just like Navrat is going on. So sometimes it happens that in the last day or in the ninth day, when my father is very busy, so in one or two houses he sends me to do the havan.
Do you know any mantras? Can you recite some mantra?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Sir, I can recite a mantra related to Hanuman ji. So permission to switch in Sanskrit, sir. स मनोजवम मारुततुल्य वेदम जितेन्द्रियम बुद्धिमताम वरिष्ठम वातात्मजम भानु नरयूथ मुख्यम जितेन श्री रामदूतम शरणम प्रपद्ये.
Slightly wrong हो गया. Slightly wrong हो गया. कहाँ wrong हुआ?
सर
वातात्मजम वानर यूथ मुख्यम.
Sorry, sir. Yes.
Okay, no issue. Okay. And with your mother, what kind of discussions you have?
Sir, as for now, I am preparing for SSB classes. So, for my, I would like to share my first experience in this SSB class. That it was my first day in the classes, and around 25 students were present, and I was the only one to be screened in by Shishir sir. So I was happy, and I went home and I told my mother that in 25 students I was the one to get screened in. So
Okay.
I share her probably everything.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is the equation with your brother?
Sir, the equation with my brother is very positive, sir.
He is elder to you?
Yes, sir. Sir, he asked me about which exercise I did today and how I'm feeling, and so sometimes even After doing exercise, I feel very much tired. So I try to go to sleep, but he just suddenly wakes me up and says, "You can't sleep after just exercising." And he also guides me that what kinds of exercises and what kinds of push-ups I can do, which will help me to reduce my weight.
Okay. Now tell me about your schools. As I can see, you have studied in Lucknow Public School. You're both 10th and 12th, both you have done.
Yes, sir.
So now I would like to know more about your education. You have got 95% marks in 10th,
Yes, sir.
but 12th you got very low marks, 71.2%.
Yes, sir.
Why this drop in performance? Secondly, in your school, uh, what is the equation within the class? How many friends do you have? What kind of a friendship you have with them? What do you do together? And who is your favorite teacher, if any? And who is one teacher whom you do not like? And why? Both the questions. The teacher whom you like, why you like him or her, and why you dislike him or her. This is the kind of.
Yes. So first of all, the name of my school is Lucknow Public School. It is situated in A Block South City, and I started studying it from my class fifth, and I passed my class 12 in 2019, and starting from my class 10th, I passed my class 10th in 2017 with 95%, and I passed my class 12th in 2019 with 71.2%. Now, sir, the environment in my school was very friendly. Teachers were very friendly to us, especially the principal ma'am. She came to the stage once a week, and every time she encouraged us to participate in the various competitions. Next, sir, moving on to why is there a major drop in my percentage? Sir, in my class 10th, I was more focused on studies, and gradually when I went to my class 11th, I lost interest in my studies, and also, sir, I participated in numerous of activities which helped me gain confidence, and giving time to them and also losing interest in my studies is the major reason why I had a major drop in my percentage. Next, sir, moving on to number of friends that I have in school. Sir, I have around total of 10 friends in my school, and among them, only five are my closest friends. And the environment between our friendship is very affable. And we talk about how the teachers have studied, what chapters have been taught to us today, and sometimes we discussed it on the phone also. Next, my favorite teacher, I would say that she is my English teacher. So, sir, she is my favorite teacher because she used to teach everything in a creative manner. Like if a poem is going on, and if in the poem it is displayed that sometimes not going towards that, sir. Sometimes she used to get us into the ground, and she used to just say that you just play along. And after playing, sir, the poem was on the a child who was always thinking about playing in the fields and all. So she just taught us about how the importance of physical education in our life, and she also gave us homework to write about what sports, if you get chance, what do you want to go for if in future you get chance in that sports. And she made us write, and she checked it the next day. And next, I won't say that she wasn't my favorite teacher, about my chemistry teacher, because I just didn't hate her. I just didn't like the subject chemistry very much, because sir, in chemistry, sir, from my class 8th only, I had losing so much interest, because the formulas and the organic, especially, sir, the organic chemistry. So I lost that much interest. So I didn't have that much contact with my chemistry teacher.
Okay. So you did not like chemistry teacher because Was she not good, or you didn't understand her teaching methods or something?
No, sir. She was very good, and I understood her teaching methods. But my problem was that I was a little bit in fear of the chemistry subject. That
phobia.
yes, a
Kind
phobia
phobia.
of chemistry
Yeah.
subject.
Now tell me, you said you lost interest in studies and got interested in other things. Um, how did that happen? Studies is the primary thing for which you are in school, but then there must be something which may have caused that you lost interest in studies. Why?
Sir, you see, sir, in my when I was in my class 8th, I wished to be in the Nukkad Natak team of my school, which in my class 10th I got the chance for the very first time to be in the senior category Nukkad Natak team, which was who were the only students of class 10th, but I was selected in my class 10th criteria. So I made it there, and I was very much appreciated for that. And then, sir, I got participated. There was another competition, inter-house Nukkad Natak competition. So I also participated in it, and I got many appreciations for that. So when I just switched in class 11th, I got many competition to participate, because uh, teachers recognized me and said that you have talent, so just go for these things. And I started preparing for them, and I used to stay sometimes late in nights to prepare for these competitions. So that was also, sir, one major reason. And sir, next the studies got a little bit higher, so that was also one minor reason.
So studies became higher, and but then if that be the case, then why are you now going for NDA? Why don't you pursue in this field only? This creative field is also equally good. So why have you decided to go for NDA suddenly? Because a change. Any reason for this kind of a change?
Yes, sir. Actually, this isn't a change. NDA was my goal since my class fifth only. I wouldn't say class fifth, since my childhood only, because in my upbringing, my father always told me all about the NDA, that how the life is being pursued there. Because my father had many friends, and in his contacts, many people were there who were major general or lieutenant general. So they used to motivate him and me also, that I should pursue NDA. And sir, I just generally, if in the childhood one thing is said to us, so we just lead to it. And I also wanted to develop my communication skills also, sir. That's why I switched to these competitions also.
No, you said that your father motivated you to join NDA. Is it your father's advice that you should join NDA, or it is your inner wish that you should join NDA? Anything? Why should you join NDA? I find no reason or no logic. There's a, I just want to know your motivation to go for, because you started very good in studies, but then you digressed into Nukkad Natak, or say things like creative fields. You are YouTubing also. I'm sure a lot of time you are spending on YouTube also. So with all that thing, if that is where your interest lies, suddenly how come your interest have veered towards NDA?
Sir, actually, these activities that I do, actually, sir, I don't just make videos on YouTube. I watch YouTubes for other purposes when I'm free. And sir, next is that I just feel that my abilities and my confidence, and I can do much better from the environment. And sir, I also watched a documentary which was made by Discovery on NDA. Sir, I just came occasionally towards it on YouTube, and so that motivated me very much. So generally we say that the ragda there is very strict, but it just motivated me more to join NDA, because there they give you study, and they teach you everything, but they also will train you physically and mentally also, sir. And to be a And to be an officer, sir, is an utmost honor.
What do you know about NDA? You said that you have seen documentary on NDA now. What do you know about NDA?
Sir, there is a Sudan block in the main area, which was made from the donation of the country Sudan for making the NDA. And sir, it is one of the world's
Where is it located? NDA?
sir, Pune Khadakwasla. And so it is one of the academies which train the all three armed forces at the same place. And so it has a total of 2,000 acres of area, and that's awesome.
Now, tell me something more about. Do you have friends other than school? Because school, you mentioned that you talk to them on phone about studies and other things. But I just wanted to know that what kind of a social life you enjoy with your friends and all those things. And say now Dashara is coming. How are you planning to celebrate Dashara together? What exactly kind of activities, if at all, you have in mind, which you will be doing together with your friends?
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, my one among one friend, she is Ritika. She is a friend come sister. So on Dashera, I generally will go to her house, have some meals, and after that, I'll come to my home. In my colony, there is also a friend who lives just nearby, and he's one of my closest friend also, and he was also my school friend. So in our colony, sir, every year it has been started since 2017 that every year Raman is burned. So we will just unite there and talk, have some fun there.
So you have fun. Are you on social media?
No, sir.
No social media.
No, sir.
Except that YouTube you watch.
Except that YouTube and except WhatsApp that I use on my mother's account.
And what?
WhatsApp, sir.
Mother's account.
Yes, sir.
Help her to do her to remain for her to remain in touch with her friends or something.
And for me also.
Achha, you are on WhatsApp with your mother.
Sir,
No, I didn't get it. WhatsApp is a means between two.
Yes, sir.
Say or within a group. You say mother's account. So
Yes.
mother's account is.
So that means that I made WhatsApp from my mother's number. So it is from her account. So she uses the same WhatsApp for contacting her friends too, and I use the same WhatsApp for contacting my friends too.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you read newspaper? Do you watch news? Do you see TV? And if you see TV, what exactly do you see on TV? And if the newspapers you read, what exactly, which are the portion of the newspapers you read? Are you interested in reading magazines, books, and all those things? Tell me more something about that.
Yes, sir. So, sir, when I reach home after exercising, so I switch on to RSTV, that is Rajya Sabha TV. If we switch Rajya Sabha TV at most of the time on it, so there are major discussions going on about the topics that are currently related. And sir, for newspaper, yes, sir, I do read newspapers, and the favorite column of my newspaper is the editors section.
Which is the newspaper you read?
So the Times of India.
What's the editorial today morning?
Sir, I haven't read today's editorial, but for tomorrow's editorial, I have read. Sir, I read
tomorrow's editorial.
Yesterday's, sorry, sir.
Yesterday.
And
what was the editorial?
Sir, first the editorial was about the Look East policy. It was mainly about the Bangladesh per capita income increasing by more 3% to 8%, and ours decreasing by 10% per capita income. So the organization that made this data also clarified that it may be possible that in 2020 Bangladesh might be able to cross our per capita income, but in 2021 we will regain it very soon. And so next was about the it was generally about COVID and the whole scenario that what we are actually talking about the new normal. If we are saying that this is the new normal, then what is new normal? If we are being abolished from the celebrating the Dasharas, like in West Bengal, the major group activities have been stopped just to follow the COVID norms, and she was just commenting on that. How is the new normal associated with what we are doing now? Because many people are not following the COVID norms. COVID norms, sorry, sir.
But COVID norms, the mandirs have been opened. Except there is one place where mandirs have not been opened. Which is that place? Where mandirs have not been opened?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. There was something related to this kind of some controversy recently, which was there about mandir opening, not opening. Are you aware?
Sir, about the Delhi. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Which is the news which you said you current topics you follow? Which is the current topic you have been reading about?
Sir, mountain warfare and BECA. Basic exchange and cooperation agreement that we just signed with US.
What is that Baker?
Sir, in BECA, the main focus is that the US satellites are there. They have drones which are patrolling several areas. So, in the times of such situations like it is currently the border situation with China. So, in this agreement, it is stated that in certain situations or certain contingencies, if we require some information from the US, so we can contact them and we can say that we need certain information about a certain area, and as your satellite has been situated there, so we would be pleased to have that information. So they will have to provide that this information under the backup, and so we should have signed it earlier, but we just signed it recently.
But tell me, you have a now deal with US Becker, but you have your own satellites. Do we have our own satellites? Or
Yes, sir.
Which is that satellite?
Sir, our ISAT 2B R1.
Okay. And do they also give the information?
Yes, sir.
How current that information is?
Sir, that
I mean that reset is it a geosynchronous or asynchronous?
sorry, sir. Sir,
It is
please pardon.
geosynchronous or sunsynchronous?
Sir, geosynchronous.
Geosynchronous. So that means it gives a real time information.
Yes, sir.
Eh? Are you sure that it is geosynchronous
Yes, sir.
or it is sunsynchronous?
Reset to be R1.
Yes,
Sir, sun synchronous.
sunsynchronous. So there will be certain time gap.
Yes, sir.
So this Becca is for that time gap, isn't it?
Sir, it is basically just for that purpose. Like our satellites cannot be present everywhere. So if their satellites are present, or if their drones are patrolling those areas, like recently they have US have sent some of their ships here. So if they are patrolling those areas, so we can gather information from that.
Okay. So the Becca you have read. Any other information you have read?
Sir, mountain warfare, sir.
Which mountain warfare?
Sir, the India China that is
India, China.
that is currently.
What happened?
So
Why this thing has happened?
Sir, the
Indo-China, whatever is happening, why it has happened?
sir, it has happened, sir, because we are in recent months, not in recent months, for past many years, we have been trying to build our roads to our borders to provide the logistics and arms and ammunition to our soldiers easily and conveniently. And sir, as we can see that China already has built their logistics from their already built their roads from their main position to their post, and they don't face any problem because they have like sir, winter season is coming, and all the logistics and ammunitions can't be kept at the main position or main border positions. So generally, what countries do that they keep it somewhere safe around like China has kept it around 20 to 30 kilometer away from their main positions or main post, and whenever required, they just transfer it from the vehicles to their positions, and it doesn't take much time. So we just started building airfields.
What was the say which a kind of a catalyzed this standoff between India and China? Is there any event which has happened because of that? All this thing is happening because this is a situation which is then there for a long time.
Yes, sir.
So why this thing suddenly which has happened? Anything?
Sir, they have been trying to interfere in our borders, like the finger mountains we call it.
Where is finger?
Yes, sir.
These finger mountains are there.
Sir, near Pyongyang Ji.
Pengong Sea.
Yes.
Pengong. Okay.
So these finger areas, three of them are under the Indian Army, and the last four are under them. And so in between the fours or five which are there, they were not guarded or they were not patrolled by any of the armies. So in the recent months, China started patrolling those positions. So that's why we force them to just go back to the same position which they were there.
Okay, Somesh, I'll give you a situation.
Yes, sir.
The Shera is coming.
Yes, sir.
When is that?
So the Shahra. Uh, sorry, sir, I don't remember the date.
Today is Navratra, 10th day.
Yes, sir.
It will be 10th day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
From today, so the first day of the Navratra,
17.
so 10 days. Okay. So when this the Shera and in your locality, you and your friends decide to celebrate it, which is the, and suppose you have been asked to do on final day Ravan Dahan. Ravan is to be, effigy is to be burnt. How will you plan the activities? Tell me about the planning of these activities.
So first of all, I would gather some children in the locality, some small children, to play a small natak or a drama, to play a small drama. Then I'll decide to conduct a rally. I'll ask one of the elders or neighbors. I'll say that he has speakers with him, so we will arrange speakers from him. We will ask for the permission from the everyone in the locality to set up a stage, and we also have one of the neighbors who can arrange the tables and stage for us. So we will generally ask him to arrange the setup. And next is that would be my first step, that we will have to collect some money or chanda that we call. So we will collect the chanda from the colony. So that would be my first step. Sorry, sir. So after collecting the chanda, then I'll start arranging these things, the speakers and the stage setups. So next is for the Ravan. So we will purchase all the crackers that are required, and eco-friendly crackers, and we'll start making Ravan, because we already have 3 to 4 people who can make Ravan. So there is a garage area in another one's house. So we'll make the Ravan there. And next is for the children's. I will personally accompany them in making the drama successful. And as for the rally is concerned, so we'll organize a rally that even the Ravan and his army will also be there, and they'll just shout Jai Shri Ram and
Okay.
Jai Lankesh.
Tell me something about you have written your sports. You play volleyball, chess, and tug of war.
Yes, sir.
Tug of war. Where do you stand in tug of war?
Sir, actually, it was just a one-time offer from my
It's a
teacher
Okay.
in 2019 when I was in my class 12. So my computer science teacher, he told me that we are lacking one child in our tug of war team. So if you know
You
anyone,
volunteered.
so I just volunteered for it.
Okay. And chess, what do you, how good are you in chess?
Sir, comparing my level to international levels, or I checked once by playing in an online match. So my level was 8.3.
8.3 is good.
Yes.
So how do you do what is the castle in chess?
Yes. Sir, the castle rule is mainly when there is no permission to switch in Hindi, sir. सर जब कोई भी सिपाही या कोई भी प्यादा राजा और हाथी के बीच में नहीं होता है, तो राजा हाथी के तरफ 2 कदम चलेगा और हाथी जस्ट उसके लेफ्ट साइड या राइट साइड आ जाएगा. दैट इज द कासल.
That is castle.
एंड सर आई यूजुअली परफॉर्म दिस.
So you do castle.
यस सर.
And that knight समझिए ना, नाइट होता है जो इंटरनेशनल अगर खेला तो नाइट होगा, नहीं तो क्या घोड़ा होता है,
घोड़ा बोलते हैं. यस.
तो घोड़ा कितनी चाल चलता है?
सर 2.5 कदम.
एंड जो प्यादा है वो कितने कदम चलता है?
सर प्यादा दैट मींस सिपाही. सर 2. Sir, 2 in the start and then 1 by 1.
1 by 1.
And sir, there is also one.
जब मारना होता है तो तब होता है, कैसे करता है?
सर मारना होता है सर, टेढ़ा मारता है. टेढ़ा. और सर इसकी एक और चाल होती है लास्ट में, जब हम एनिमी के लाइंस के करीब पहुंच जाते हैं और उनके पास और उनके प्यादे से हमारे प्यादे में सिर्फ 2 कदम की दूरी रहती है. एंड सर इफ बाय द लेफ्ट और बाय द राइट, नॉट फ्रॉम द फ्रंट, बाय द लेफ्ट और बाय द राइट, अगर उनका प्यादा 2 कदम की वो चाल चल देता है तो सर हम 1 कदम आगे बढ़ाएंगे और उनका वो प्यादा मर जाएगा.
एंड you said that you are doing exercise.
Yes sir.
What exercises are you doing?
Sir, firstly I start with skipping. So I skip around 500 to 600 depending on my strength and stamina. And sir, before all this, before starting from cycling, I wake up by 5:45 and leave my house by 6 a.m. and I return by 7:20 a.m. And between this time I do cycling, and today also I did around 25 to 26 kilometer. The exact was 25.59 kilometers that I did today. After doing cycling, I take rest till 7:20 to 8 a.m. or maybe it goes to 8:20 a.m. And then sir I start my exercise, and starting from skipping, next I do sir stretches, and after that I start push-ups, and after doing push-ups I take around 4 to 5 minutes rest, and then I do chin-ups sir. And after that,
how many chin-ups can you do?
Sir, if I'm not tired enough, then sir I can do 8 chin-ups.
Okay.
Yes sir.
That's how much.
Yes sir. And if I'm tired, then I can go to 5.
Do you do running also?
Sir, running I do occasionally sir. Like not every day, but sir.
Why?
So because I take out much time for cycling because.
No, what I'm saying is, if you go to India now, running would be a more important exercise as compared to cycling. Cycling you will be doing, going from place A to place B, but running would be main thing. So you must do running also.
Yes.
Now, one thing you have decided permanent Navy.
Yes sir.
Why Navy?
Sir, why Navy? Because sir, when I was in my class 10th, one of my cousin, he just got recruited for Indian Naval Academy from his BTech entry as an officer. So after he completed his training for 1 year, he came back and he started encouraging me and my brother that whenever you get chance, you should opt for Navy, because Navy we have such a yuppie personality. We enjoy very much there, and the squadrons in his squadron he tells about how he enjoys that place, and he has and the places they get to visit and the training they do, and all that about that sir. And I also sir I'm also a little bit inclined to technology, so he said that you'll find many digital simulation technologies here that will help you securing your dream.
Okay. So, and so your motivation was more from your cousin than your own. Have you also read anything about Indian Navy or anything?
Sir, not in the recent, but I do know that MK25 gun that is being inducted on the ships is to be arrived soon, and it will be more beneficial for us. And sir, also I can tell about Marcos also.
What is Marcos?
Sir, Marcos is a special force unit of Navy, but they are also called the Dahiwala Fauj or the bearded army in the Kashmir regions, and they were inducted in 1987. But the main idea that the main discussions were started from 1986, and three officers and three commandos or officers were sent from here to US, and then they went to British or UK for their further training, and they came back, and in 1987 the main establishment of Marcos was done, and around 1988 or 1991 I would say the name changed to from Marcos to MFS.
Okay.
MFS.
Okay, Sumesh, your interview is over. Any questions you have?
No, sir.
You're clear. I'll tell you some of your areas where you need to improve yourself.
Yes, sir.
The first is you must check your dress before you enter. So you should be very careful about. Otherwise, okay. And the stop button should always be closed if you're wearing a tie. In no way it should be open. So that's about this. When is your interview?
Sir, it hasn't been yet informed because.
Okay. Then we have some time for improvement.
Yes, sir.
You must firstly you should not repeat the questions. You must not repeat the questions. Asking questions should be once you have because you got to be very attentive to listen to the question. Sorry, sir, is not the best answer. And repeating questions, you want to ask this. No. Here, internalize and then answer. That's the second part, right? Third thing is that communication skills need a little more improvement. Work on this. And the best way is stand in front of the mirror and then speak. Read the newspaper or something. That will help. Another thing, when you enter, you must have a glass of water or something because that will soothe your nerves. You will be relaxed. And once you are relaxed, your answers will be that much better. Okay. One thing which I like about this thing is the concentration is good. So you can listen to it and say logical thinking. That means you can answer them in the sequence in which you have heard. One not having forgotten is no big deal. Remember, these questions are long by purpose. It is by design that I am asking a long question and which has got 4, 5, 6 parts so that how much have you been able to retain it? And that's another area. You follow your passions quite well. So that's a good thing that your chess 8.3 is a fight ranking, is a very, very good ranking, I would say. But same is not true with your getting focused. Concentration is good, but focus is wavering. Suddenly you became interested in Karnataka and all those things, that means creative arts, and suddenly you want to go to NDA. Either you are getting influenced by someone that, as you mentioned, that your father or father's friends, there are many major generals and lieutenant generals are his friends, and that's how you got. Or your father wants you to become join NDA. If you have your own convictions, you will do that much better. So whatever you want to do in life, follow your own convictions. I'll share a good story with you. And since you're a chess player, it's chess related only. There was a very famous chess player, Garry Kasparov. Have you heard his name?
Sir, I'm not.
He was a Russian. He is a Russian. I mean, he's not dead. And he was world champion for a couple of times before Vishwanathan Anand became champion. He was his predecessor. And he has also defeated computer. But when he was growing, his father and mother, one of them wanted him to become a teacher and as a painter, and another wanted him to become a doctor. And it became quite an issue within the family. He asked them, he says, have you asked me what I want to be? I don't want to be a painter, I don't want to be a doctor, I want to be a chess player. So both of them came together and they said, okay, be the best in the world. And he became the best. Say, suppose if Sachin Tendulkar had become a bowler or a bloody student, India, the world would have lost the best player.
Yes.
Garry Kasparov would have not been he would have become a very pedestrian painter or a very normal doctor or something. So follow your passion. That's the most important thing. And that should reflect. I asked this naval question also because of that, and you said the same thing. That since your cousin told you, you should know that why Indian Navy. Good life is good. It's a good that life is good, but there has to be more reasons for it. So that is another thing. You'll have to work on your knowledge. Becca you knew, but besides Becca, the other things you should know. They are woolly ideas. Know few things, but know them well. Like when you said about Bangladesh GDP and per capita income of Bangladeshis and with India, there has to be a reason. Say you must read things like Manrega and things like that. You must.
Sir, the reason was that because in the COVID and they were just.
No, whatever. I'm not saying anything. Knowledge is something which is a continuous process. What is true today may not be true after 10 days.
Yes.
In exercise regime also, I would advise you to go for running also.
Yes.
Because cycling improves certain muscles. Cycling does not improve cardiovascular system so much. It improves muscles. It will improve your hamstring. It will help you to do running. It will improve your arms. It will improve your column. Those are the kind of things cycling will improve. But for cardiovascular system, that will come only if you rhythmic exercises. You do things like running, swimming. Those are the kind of things.
Yes.
So that you must do. So these are the things. Be very confident. Be sure of yourself. Try to say. Have you read any of his book?
No, sir.
You know him?
Yes, sir.
Who is he?
Sir, APJ Abdul Kalam.
So you have read Ignited Mind or something?
No, sir.
You must just go through this book. Beautiful book. It will help you to say collate your thoughts much better. Okay. All the best.
अगर आपने सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाएं ताकि लेटेस्ट नोटिफिकेशंस आपके पास में सबसे पहले पहुंचे।